All right, guys, we're watching a video called Captain Anti-America by the Critical Drinker. If you guys don't know, the actor who plays Falcon, or Captain America now, pretty much said like it was like a little weird interview or Q&A kind of thing, and he said something about like Captain America does not represent so many things, but not America, which is one of the most R-worded. Well, actually, we can say that word now, right? I'm not sure. Well, I'm on YouTube, so things I ever heard, pretty much. Because Captain America believes in, well, America. Like the thing that Captain America hates is corruption and also take away people's freedom. That's why he was decided in the Civil War. He wasn't against America's ideals. He was against people trying to stop people's freedom and freedom of choice. Pretty much. That's why like superheroes should be allowed to have their secret identity. You know what I mean? They don't have to like sign the courts or the government, all that kind of stuff. But he always believed in the American people. He believed in what is right versus what is wrong. And people brought in like the Captain America, the second film, Winter Soldier. In that film, he was with America. He was fighting against Hydra, who infested, well, in this case, the U.S. government, or in like the people that he worked with. They infested that. That was the corruption that he wanted to get rid of, that he had to destroy. And the only solution to destroy it or destroy Hydra was to release everything, pretty much. So
talk about bad timing, man. I think it's fair to say that Captain America: Brave New
I'm not watching
World
this film, by the way. Until it comes out online
past
to me.
few months. What with all the delays and the reshoots
fully.
and the spiraling budgets and the growing public apathy towards the film. But hey ho, sometimes you just have to soldier through, right? And with the movie finally in the can and the premiere just a couple of weeks away, maybe the worst was finally behind them now. All they really had to do was stay the course, keep their mouths shut, and
for me, Captain America represents a lot of different things, and I don't think the term, America should be one of those representations.
Stupid. So stupid.
Oh. The comments in question come from a press event in Rome a couple of weeks ago where Anthony Mackie shared his thoughts on what Captain America means to him and others. And wow, talk about a bad choice of words.
Yeah, very bad choice of words.
It's kind of... This is kind of like
Are you dumb or something?
It's funny, because you can tell by the way he's stumbling and hesitating after he said it that he knew he'd fucked up and was desperately scrambling for a way to recover, only to make the whole thing even worse.
So dumb.
It's about a man who keeps his word, who has honor, dignity, and integrity. Someone who is trustworthy and dependable.
See, when you base your premise on excluding America from the character's identity, even though he's called Captain America, and then go on to list all of his virtues like keeping his word and doing the right thing, you're implicitly suggesting that those very traits no longer represent what America is as a country. And that's not exactly a popular sentiment right now, both from a character and a cultural point of view. Patriotism's always been at the core of who Captain America is as a character. It's the very reason he joined the army and risked his life to be part of the Super Soldier program in the first place, because he wanted to fight and defend not just America, but American values of freedom, justice and equality. He represents the ideals and aspirations of the greatest generation, the men who fought and sacrificed to make the world we live in today, men who loved their country and in return were loved by it. To take that away from him is to hollow out the core of who he is, and it demonstrates a real lack of understanding of what makes him such a timeless hero in the first place. The other reason is cultural. American national pride seems to be going through a bit of a comeback these days. Can't imagine what that feels like. And our tolerance for rich, opinionated Hollywood celebrities is at an all-time low. I can definitely imagine what that feels like. Combine these two factors together and you've got a powder keg just waiting to explode, and it seems like Anthony Mackie might just be the match. The thing is, I actually like Mackie as an actor, and until now he's generally been pretty solid when it comes to interviews like this.
I take my kids to the movies to see Avengers. It's $150. I'm like, I don't even want to see myself that much.
so I really want to give the guy the benefit of the doubt. It might be that because he was in Europe instead of America, he was trying to find common ground with his audience and emphasise the character's universal heroic appeal. Shit man, he might even have been fed talking points like this by some dumbass PR advisor from Marvel. The backlash though has gotten so bad that he even had to come out and clarify his position with an official statement. Let me be clear about this. I'm a proud American, and taking on the shield of a hero like Cap is the honour of a lifetime. I've got the utmost respect for those who serve and have served our country. Cap has universal characteristics that people all over the world can relate to. Again, I don't pretend to know the guy, so I'd prefer to believe that he's telling the truth here, and this has all been a big misunderstanding caused by a poor choice of words. Either way though, it all contributes to a generally negative atmosphere that seems to be building around this movie and Mackie's version of the Captain America.
Yeah, it was really bro, when this came out and like the clip, holy shit, people were like dogging the film, man. They're like, I ain't watching this film no more. I'm not watching this film no more. Bro, it was insane how pissed people got. I think what he said was like so dumb that I don't I think he was studying because what he said, he realized what he said was like, oh wait, what I said was just really stupid. That doesn't make sense. Because again, Captain America does not represent fully on the government. He represents the ideals of America doing right, justice, that kind of thing. That's what Captain America represents, right? Obviously, it just started political, right? Because I mean, look at Captain America. I believe his first comic was him punching Hitler in the face. I believe that was the cover. So it's like obviously that's the way it started. But then when you like develop the character, and then when you got frozen, come back to like quote unquote modern times, and they kind of took a different direction of like what he saw, because again, it was more of like him in the war thing, and then him to like modern society to like, it's not wartime, it's more of like other superheroes, mutants, conflicts, that kind of stuff, that in a different way. It was just, yeah.
Character. Let's not forget that the last time we saw Sam Wilson with the shield, it was in the racially and politically charged Falcon and the Winter Soldier, a show that saw racism around literally every corner, that tried to frame violent terrorists who murder innocent people because they want free stuff as sympathetic anti-heroes.
The terrorists only set us back a bit.
You have to stop calling them terrorists. I mean, this girl died trying to stop you. And no one has stopped for 1 second to ask why.
And whose genius solution to complex social and political problems requiring years of diplomacy and compromise was...
You've gotta do better, Senator.
And the thing is, that show didn't even resonate particularly well at the time, when all of this ridiculous stuff was arguably at its peak. But holy shit, man, have things changed since then? Americans have gotten a bit tired of being told that their country sucks by elitist pricks who only exist because of the very privilege it provides, and for a lot of MCU fans, Sam Wilson kind of represents that cynical, anti-patriotic, anti-American era of Marvel filmmaking. Someone who was literally handed the achievements of a guy who fought and sacrificed more than he ever did, and then had the brass neck to complain about it afterwards. In short, I think a lot of people were just looking for reasons to hate this film, and whether he meant to or not, Anthony Mackie might just have given them exactly what they were looking for. The only question now is whether Captain America can hope to survive the firestorm. Anyway, that's all.
So for me, the film does not get me excited at all. Cause yeah, it's Red Hulk, but who gives a shit at this point, man? I don't care about the Hulk at all anymore, because they destroyed the character Hulk. The one I want to watch was like the Incredible Hulk kind of version. So I didn't like. I could care less about the Red Hulk. And then him as Captain America, never liked him as Captain America. Always liked him as Falcon, because that's his original character, him being Falcon. And then he became an original character to a tokenized character of Captain America, which is really dumb. And it would have been the same thing if he like passed the shield to the Winter Soldier. Obviously, we know why he passed the mantle in attempts of like, not the movie, but like for franchise, to continue the Captain America franchise and merchandise and toys and etc. That's pretty much the only reason. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, who gives a shit about the Captain America movie? Like I honestly have not seen anything that's like gets me really excited to watch it, like at all. There's nothing that excites me. Maybe once I watch it in like when it comes out online, maybe there's like an end credit scene showcasing more of like the Fantastic Four, the mutants, or something like that. All right, cool. That's pretty okay. That's very interesting for me. But honestly, it's not good enough for me to watch it in theaters as of right now. Unless I hear some really good stuff from people watching it and spending their hard-earned money on it. They're like, yeah, this film is actually really, really good. I recommend it. Like majority of the reviewers I watch say that. I will be down to watch it for sure on a discount day.